Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Lift yourself off the floor. You're so close. Point your toes. Do it. Right there.
Finally putting these pictures up, and I did this trick where you can just outline the frames and then put it all up. We still have to find one last frame here and print that picture and print that one too, but the rest are good to go.
Hey guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I wanted to show you guys our long weekend and just pick up the camera again because the last time I vlogged was the end of April. We went to Seattle the weekend after we went to Arizona, and then I got the flu. And then now we're just enjoying a long weekend and gonna just take you along everything that we're gonna be doing. This morning I went to a free yoga class at the Green Valley Ranch with Hales, and then we both came back here. Ethan made us breakfast and we went through her business stuff. So we planned for the month of June and just like recapped May because she traveled. So it was just like a little bit of a different schedule for us, but that's what we did this morning. And then I cleaned. I also put up some photo frames because we wanted to do a gallery wall there and just never finished it. So we're gonna do that today. I need to print more pictures, but it's just taking a while to load on CVS. So while I did that, I made a little Pinterest board for summer to just inspire me and get me excited for the hotter months. And we're planning on doing our yard finally, so there's some things in here for that. Ethan got some empanadas. Well, our friends went, and then we wanted to get some. Is it good?
Fire.
So yeah, gonna eat this, finish this, shower, and then run some errands.
Hopefully you like it.
Big. Look at this. Okay, just got back from also grabbing groceries. Here is the menu for the week. This is what we do every single week, is just writing out everything that we need by breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we bought some eggs. We have mushrooms for mushroom pasta, sour punch for the movies tonight. We have celery, onions, and carrots for beef stew. One of the onions will be for pasta. We have molasses for a recipe I want to make with the old bananas. And I'm gonna also just make brown sugar with this because you can make brown sugar with white sugar and molasses. We have potatoes for the beef stew, Fuji apples. For meats, we have hot dogs because we have leftover hot dog buns from last weekend. We have 2 things of this mild Italian sausage. And I just realized we forgot veggies to go with this, but chuck roast for the beef stew. We have these croissant sandwiches for breakfast this week. Ethan's trying this Fruit Loop ice cream. And then last things are the tomato paste for the beef stew and the beef stock for the beef stew. That's what is on the menu this week. Here's that little bud vase that I showed you guys in the thrift store. I wanna style these shelves because we put these in and I thought I could put a plant on it, but it doesn't get the right sunlight to stay alive. So I think it'd be cute to just kind of decorate with little picture frames or little vases and stuff like that. Eating a little bit of dinner before we head to the movies. Here's my final summer Pinterest board. I focused on outfits, activities, just the vibes. Yeah, vibes I want to cultivate. So like just ones that kind of bring emotion into it. So it was a really fun activity to do. Okay, changed. Here's the outfit, just some Lululemon leggings and this Brandy Melville top, and then I have my jacket on the side. We're going to a movie theater in the Orleans. We're going to see Lilo and Stitch, and we are so excited. We feel like there's been so much press surrounding the movie, so I just can't wait. And I feel like the people who have already gone have said really good things. So I'll keep you updated on what we think, but I'm gonna bring the sour punch, obviously get popcorn, have a salty and like sour moment. That's always my combo of choice, to have something that are on both sides. I actually am sitting out on a trip that I really wanted to go on, but my friends decided to do a last minute Zion trip and I got invited, and then I was like, well, I wasn't in town the last weekend of April and then the first weekend of May, and then I got sick. So I'm like, I just need to be more mindful about saying yes to things when I just want to take care of myself. So yeah, this weekend the goal is like to rest, just kind of take care of some crafts and things. So I ordered all my pictures for my college scrapbook. It turned out to be 300 photos, which is crazy business, but I just knew that I can always get another photo album. It'll look still really cute, and I'm just gonna figure it out. It'll be fine. We also want to figure out what to put up here. We have a really nice picture of us from Seattle that I want to like blow up a little bit bigger, but I just want 2 pictures on there. So I'm gonna probably measure that out, and then when we go to Walmart to pick up our photos tomorrow, we can buy like a nicer frame. I would thrift that. It's just hard to find like 2 of the same thing. Yeah, just really cozy, really fun. Good morning, happy Sunday. It is 6:31. Ethan and I are up to go to the gym. I'm going to run. I'm finishing out the Alzheimer's running challenge that I'm doing on Instagram, and I have 4 miles today. I'm gonna go and do that before church, but Lilo and Stitch was so freaking good last night. I was like crying most of the time. It was just so emotional. I feel like they did a really good job, and I think because it's a live action, you see the emotion more. And I remember like the plot line, but it was like hitting harder, the fact that like they're literally sisters and they were to be separated and everything. Like I didn't process that, I think, in the cartoon, but yeah, it was really, really good. I'm glad we went to the Casino movie theater. That's actually the first time I've ever done that after living here for like 3 years. We always just like would go to Town Square and go to like the nicer ones, but those seats recline at the Orleans, so it was really good. Other than that, today we're just gonna go to church, stop at Walmart for the photos. We think we have a birthday party in the afternoon. I do want to do my nails because they're grown out. That's the plan for the day. Back home after church and Walmart. We are trying this new place called Pure Green. Just finished eating, just got changed into something comfortable. I'm gonna do the frames, and then we decided to not wash our cars today. We wanna do it tomorrow when it's a little cooler in the morning. So, not gonna wash the cars, but I'm gonna do the frames, and then I'm gonna FaceTime Taylor, catch up with her, probably start the photo album while I'm on the phone with her. I need to look through like my drawers and stuff from college and see if I can pull any knickknacks and stuff like that, because I want to cover the front to make it more, I don't know, obvious of what's inside. So I did pick up my photos from Walmart. I had issues yesterday ordering, but Walmart was the cheapest option. So yeah, I did pay 40 bucks for these pictures, but I got 296. So I feel as though that's worth it. I need to find the one of Ethan's mom and grandma for the wall. Ethan also wanted it to be all black, so we bought new black frames. This is me in the apartment. This is the first time Ethan visited me in San Diego.
Aww.
POV the cabinet. Okay, so here's everything. Here's a little tour. This is Ethan and his friends when we went to Sunset to play bowling. This is a little Lacey from my Nana and Papa. Photo strips from a girls trip that I took this year, and then this middle one's from November here in Vegas. This is Ethan and I, Christmas break of 2023, I think. Yeah. This was handmade from my coworker for my birthday. She made me these like little flower things. It's like made out of felt. I don't know if you can see like the texture, but this is a drawing that my sister made for all of us for Christmas. It's me, my cousins, my papa, Nana, and then you can see in the back there's like pictures and words too. I used to have this on my desk at work, and then I thought, I think it needs a more permanent place at home. This is a picture from, I think, 2018 of hiking Waihee Ridge, which you don't always get this view if you go on a cloudy day. Then these last 2 photos will go here and then there to cover that blue nail anchor, and we'll be good to go. But Walmart did not give me the other ones. Yeah, it'll look better because it's gonna complete on both sides, but I love it. And since we had these extra frames, I decided to put a photo strip of Ethan and I up there with a candle, and then here is Cam Hales and I last year in California, my Nana and Papa, and now how the shelves are styled. It looks so cute. Hello, good morning, happy Monday. It's Memorial Day and I did not vlog all of yesterday afternoon because I was on FaceTime with Taylor doing my little craft over here, which I'm gonna show you guys. And then after that, we went to the birthday party, and then after that, we went to our friend's house for dinner. The dinner and the birthday party, so fun, so good, such good vibes. It actually wasn't like too hot where it's like unbearable yet in Vegas, so I feel like this is the perfect time to like do the last things outdoors that you want to do, birthday parties and stuff like that. Today we slept in because we came home around like midnight-ish. So it's 9:30. Ethan and I are changed for the gym. I wanted to run outside, but I didn't want to get up. I wanted to just like rest. So gonna run inside today. I have 5 miles, which it's just not fun to run on the treadmill, obviously. And then I need to go back to Walmart for the photos. Then we're gonna wash our cars. Still didn't do my nails, and I did want to bake, but I also want to make beef stew today. So it's like, I need to kind of figure out what I really want to do with that. So I'm not like overdoing it, but beef stew obviously has to cook for so long. So I feel like I could probably do both at the same time, but we'll see. We'll see what I feel about that. Let me show you guys my album so far. While I was on FaceTime, this is exactly what my area looked like. So here's all my photos. I organized it by year, so it's easier for me to go through once I go through my book. But here it is. So it used to be a brown leather photo album. I just covered it with leftover felt I had. So this used to be what it was right there. I had this little like note I need to, I guess, stick on better. But I want to do it where I'm like kind of writing to my future self or like our kids one day, so they kind of understand like what it looks like for me in college. Here's like a tassel. It's not my actual graduation tassel, but it was one that I got in freshman year at San Diego State. And it came with this pin, Aztec for Life. So I also have like a couple pins I want to put in there, little knickknacks and notes and stuff. So I'm gonna see kind of how I want to do that. But cut out a picture, more felt, ribbon, did the years that I was in college, me at graduation. And yeah, I just thought it was so fun and cute. So Taylor and I were on the phone for literally 2 hours, and I just like did this all with hot glue. So yeah, now it's just a matter of like putting everything in, writing little notes and stuff, and it'll be such a fun activity. But I'm glad because one of my main goals was to do a craft, and I feel like this is like one of those crafts I've been meaning to do for so freaking long, and now I've been out of college for 3 years, and I feel like this is like a great time to like recap and do that sort of thing. Let's do this. Got some electrolytes in here. We ate lunch. UV is 10. So we washed the car, and then I showered, put away laundry, and I also just read my Bible and journaled. I wanted to just sit on the couch because, wow, I just feel like we haven't stopped moving since we woke up this morning, but that's why I decided to read and journal. So in April, I finished Hebrews, and I don't think I showed YouTube or any social media for that matter, but I decided for every book I read, I will recap it with some notes and things that have stuck with me, verses and things that I want to remember. And so I did that for Hebrews, and then now I'm in the book of Hosea. I need to always work on remembering to read the Old Testament because sometimes I just like get so sucked into the New Testament and I get excited about like applying more modern things. Old Testament is literally just the same lessons but in different stories. So I'm reading the book of Hosea, and it's really interesting. I've also been journaling. So every week I will journal in this little notebook that I got from a conference I went to. I found some journal prompts on Pinterest a while ago that I've just been saving and I loved, and so I decided to do a journal entry every single week, every Sunday preferably, and then I would add on a little spin on it. So it starts off with what brought me joy. I'll usually like just jot down like 2 to 3 things, something I want to remember, which is like one of my more favorite ones because I always love recapping the year at the end of every year, and I don't always remember it other than taking a picture or video, and I like writing things down. I think it's so fun. And then gratitude. What was hard for me, one of my most favorite things about myself is that I can really unplug from work or anything that kind of happened throughout the week, and my weekend's just like a completely separate like entity almost. And so because of that, I like reflecting on, dang, like that was actually really hard for me, but this weekend made it like I completely forgot because of the weekend and how great my weekend was. And then describing the week in 3 words, this week's goals. And for that, I'm very realistic because I already set monthly goals. I rather just write down like 1 to 2 things and like very, very simple things. Like literally last week I wrote, I want to lay on the couch. Like that's literally all I want. And then the only twist on this that I did myself was writing down a fruit of the spirit. So fruit of the spirit that I did well with in the previous week, and then the fruit of the spirit I want to focus on in my new week. That's what I've been loving, and I love this little notebook. It's also just so special because the conference I went to was all about like women in business and things like that. So it's also like really inspiring to like look back at these notes when I journal in it. I'm also going to finally do my nails because wow, I kept saying I was going to do it and I never did yet. I'm just gonna do my fingernails though, so it really shouldn't be taking me that long, but I am going to watch and catch up on small group. So my church does it where they filmed a session every week. Don't want to start dinner later than 4 o'clock. It's 3:18 right now, so I'm gonna do my nails, do the cookie dough, do the beef stew, and it's gonna be just so good. I really loved this weekend, honestly. I feel like I did so many things that I wanted to do, especially with my hobbies and stuff like that. Didn't get to go lay out in the sun and go to the pool, but it's all good because I got to sleep in today, and that's a win for sure, which I don't always let myself do. Okay, this is where I've been for the last few hours, but here's the beef stew and the cookies. They're looking really good. Okay, time for a piece of cake. I had some leftover from when I made on Friday night for my friend's picnic. Thanks for coming along our long weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.